a black male who reported a cop who nearly ran him over gets jailed. Let's put it up for a man. Interesting saga, interesting story. We're talking about a man named Joe Ward-Wallace. He is suing the LAPD cops, Joshua Sportiello and Edward Pedroza, for falsely arresting him after he attempted to file a complaint against another LAPD cop. It was around 10 p.m., April 11th, 2024. Mr. Ward-Wallace was driving on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in the Lamert Park area, approaching the intersection where a green traffic light gave him the right of way, when he was nearly struck by the speeding LAPD patrol car coming from another direction that continued driving without lights or sirens. Meaning non-emergency is what that typically means. It also means you're not alerting the public that you're breaking the law by speeding in a cop car. We had a situation in Atlanta a few years back. Cop did something very similar, killed a man on the street walking, trying to cross it. Shaken by the experience, Mr. Ward-Wallace drove to a nearby 7-Eleven and filed a complaint. He parked there to file a complaint with the two officers sitting in their patrol car. But they did not appreciate that. So he survives a near collision. It happens to be a police vehicle that damn near killed him. He goes to the nearest parking lot, collects himself. He sees some police officers. They have a duty to serve. Now, according to the lawsuit, this lawsuit was filed Thursday by Los Angeles attorney Christian Contreras. Without warning, defendant officer Joshua Sportiello proceeded to violently and unreasonably assault and battered plaintiff by acts which included, but were not limited to, intentionally and unjustifiably and forcefully stepping on plaintiff's foot and aggressively and violently pushing in his chest area, which severely injured him. Moreover, defendant officer Sportiello admittedly stated that he intentionally stepped on plaintiff's foot and pushed him. Quote, furthermore, after defendant officer Sportiello assaulted and battered plaintiff, defendant officers falsely detained and arrested plaintiff for battery on an officer. On the way to the station, defendant officers tightly placed handcuffs on plaintiff, shoved plaintiff into the backseat of their patrol vehicle, fastened plaintiff into a malfunction seatbelt, which immediately became unbuckled, intentionally drove the patrol vehicle at high speeds and slammed on brakes numerous times, causing plaintiff to be tossed and thrown in the back seat, which caused severe injuries to his person, especially his wrist. Now, we've actually heard of cops doing this before. It's called a rough ride. In doing so, if you go back to the Baltimore incident, where a man was severely injured and broken neck, died. This is a cultural thing, ironically, to give individuals a rough ride. Now, typically they do this when they know the person is likely not going to serve jail time at all. This is their way of effecting their corrupt form of justice. It's a cultural thing. Once again, the lawsuit states that Mr. Ward-Wallace spent 5 days without eating because not only is he a vegetarian, the food they were giving him was infested with roaches. He was also placed in solitary confinement, apparently to further punish him for asking to speak to a supervisor where he had a panic attack, which made him believe he was suffering a heart attack. But when he tried calling officers on the emergency intercom in his cell, he was ignored, the claim states. Now, hell of a thing. The man just attempted to file a complaint. I mean, if the officers would have just said, hey, listen, man, go to precinct, we don't do that, and left, they wouldn't be part of this story. But because they decided to actively engage in such extreme and, in my opinion, holistically criminal behavior against a citizen who had just experienced an unfortunate situation, they are front and center now in this particular story. And the irony is, if the cop who was speeding had an emergency call but simply did not activate his lights, that complaint goes nowhere. And even if he had nowhere to go, the complaint still doesn't go far. Maybe he gets a verbal reprimand from a sergeant. Why? Because he didn't hit anybody. That's why. He was speeding and didn't get caught by another cop. Okay, these guys made everything infinitely worse, but this isn't the first time that we've covered Mr. Sportiello on Indisputable. Here it is.
What did I do?
I got that on record. I got that on record too.
Did you just lock him?
That's crazy.
So you in jail, son?
He just sucked him.
Wow.
He just sucked him.
Okay,
just listen to these. Now you got you sue the shit out their ass.
I'm finna sue.
Listen to him. Here, go to the car.
Call your
Sue the shit
supervisor.
out their ass.
Now.
Listen to everything they say now.
He don't gotta suck him though. He don't gotta suck him though.
Car for no reason.
Watch this. Watch this.
Why you sucking?
Respond to the backup identifier.
Relax.
No.
Y'all niggas weird.
Yeah, he just sucked him in the face. Wrong guys.
So what I do?
To attorney Christian Contreras, who's representing Mr. Ward-Wallace, you're welcome. Put him up full mass. That's right. The same cop who has been caught up in this madness was the same cop that we covered on Indisputable who punched a handcuffed man in broad daylight in front of everyone. He sucker punched a man in handcuffs. That black man named Alexander Mitchell last year was handcuffed, but there was a video, thankfully due to someone recording, that video went viral. Mr. Alexander Mitchell has since sued the LAPD. That lawsuit remains pending. You may have the prerequisites required for a class action lawsuit here due to the insane behavior of this cop and the equally insane behavior of his supervisors and the culture of policing in the LAPD that would allow someone like this to remain in service to the public. We'll bring you updates as they come. All right, dear brother, what are your thoughts?
And I guess it was only a matter of time before this guy found himself caught up in something like this. And I mean, like you just driving and stopping, going fast with somebody in the back car. Like, I mean, that's fun to you. I guess that's hilarious to you. But he got himself here. No sympathy whatsoever for him. But again, one of the things that I really do like about the show that you have here is the consistency that you show this type of stuff. Because a lot of people may be like, oh, he's race baiting, and no, this happens this often. Like, this is real. This isn't, where people aren't exaggerating being mistreated by law enforcement. But I mean, I don't know who the hell this dude thought he was, but look at him now.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what the response is officially, but there's definitely there more than there.